The highlight of my hunt, the climax of my hunt, was without a doubt the Blesbok hunt. And I know to a lot of people that have hunted Blesbok, it's kind of like the bread and butter animal. It's not the most exciting animal that you get in Africa, but for me this hunt was very, very special. And I think it was due to the fact that I've spent so much of the past year just wanting to hone in my skill as a long-range marksman. I've spent countless hours doing load development, getting my groups tighter and tighter, figuring out my ballistics, practicing at long range, practicing estimating what the wind would do, and on this hunt it just all came together. And we were very lucky the way it played out. We actually had a day that we couldn't really go out and hunt on. The wind was blowing quite a bit, the rain was coming down, but it was the perfect opportunity to actually put a gong up at, I think it was about 800 meters, and just send a whole lot of lead down range. And that was the exact confidence builder I needed before this long range Blesbok hunt. Well, I just shot a gong there at 790 meters. It's a long way off, and that gong's probably about the same size as the kill zone of a large antelope. So it's a good test to see if you're capable of hitting something, but I'm happy we managed to hit it, and that's what matters.
Matt sat there practicing shooting at the gong and doing all the calculations that's needed to be done, and I see him hit the gong time after time and time after time again. I had 1 or 2 shots at the gong, and 700-800 meters is far. It's a hell of a distance. After seeing the capabilities of the 260 Remington, I thought to myself, we should be able to take an animal at this distance with the accuracy that we've got. I've known Matt for a while, and the shooting that I've seen from him is incredible.
I love that sound. Dong. So we are set up, comfortably hitting that gong over and over again, grouping probably like that at about, it was 900 yards. So that's a dead Blesbok or dead impala or dead kudu any day of the week.
We decided we're going to go out and do a long range hunt, and it was, absolutely fantastic. Right, well, we're losing a bit of light here, and it looks like it might start raining at any moment, but the wind has died down a bit, and that's exactly what we've been looking for all day. And there've been Blesbok grazing along the opposite side of the valley here, quite a long way off, but they've been there kind of throughout the whole day, and we've just been waiting for an opportunity. So as the wind died down, we decided to come back out here to this field, and we're pretty much going to find a spot here and set up on them. So I won't talk much longer, let's get straight to it. When you take a long shot like this, you need to take so many things into account. I was continually taking wind readings, I was continually taking density, altitude, barometric pressure, temperature, and even the Coriolis effect, which is the rotation of the Earth, into account. You've got to think of all these things when you're taking a long range shot. And so it was not easy, and I had to estimate what the wind was doing on the other side, and I actually determined that although the wind was only showing about maybe up to 10 miles an hour where I was, I knew that it was actually blowing more through the valley. So I had to take that into account, and it is kind of scary when you're lining up on an animal like that and you know that just a few inches one way or another could equate to injury. You don't want to take that risk.
We got to a point where just everything was perfect. The animals had walked into the exact place that we wanted. The wind had dropped off, and I said to Matt, "Come Matt, let's go." And we did, and what an absolutely stunning shot. The animal standing perfectly broadside, and one shot, one buck. Straight down, dude. Dude, straight down.
You're still down, eh?
Yeah, I'm watching.
That was something special. We've been out here all day, waiting for an opportunity to get a long shot like that. Obviously, you don't want to take any risks with a long shot like that. It's an animal's life you're dealing with. If you injure an animal, it's a horrible feeling. We've been out here all day and we've turned down a number of opportunities simply because the wind conditions, you can measure the wind here, but the wind down there in the valley can be totally different. It's just starting to get dark now. Clouds coming over, it's starting to rain, but the wind has just dropped off. I dialed 1.5 mils windage for a 10 mile an hour wind coming from the left here. Dialed 5.9 mils up, and that was a 720 meter shot. Held on the shoulder, took the shot, and I just watched. I had time after the recoil to get the scope centered again and just watch that Blesbok drop straight down. So I could not be happier. Gun has done its job. Savage Model 12 in 260 Remington, got a Nightforce ATAC R scope on top, and I've had a fantastic time here with Olivewoods and with Graham, who's really been great at actually helping me to spot these animals at these long ranges and getting me on them and being a really good PH and spotter. So it's been absolutely fantastic.
Matt knew where to place it and what the drop was going to do, and the bullet drop and the rest of it. He pretty much knew what was going on because we'd been practicing on the gongs for a day before. And it's not just about coming out to the farm and pulling the trigger at 700 meters. You need to have some form of background about what your rifle's doing.
Well, that is officially the best shot I have ever taken, and the most elation I've felt after any hunt. Not just because of the distance, but I think just the amount of time we spent setting up and the amount of time we spent waiting for a perfect opportunity. It's just a really special hunt to me. Obviously, you want to hit the animal here in the vital area. I held a little bit towards the neck side because I would rather get a neck shot than a gut shot. And the bullet actually hit exactly where I aimed, right here in the neck. And this animal just dropped down immediately, which is what you want. So I'm extremely happy. Graham's done a fantastic job as a PH today. Equipment did a fantastic job as well. Savage Model 12, it's proof that with a factory rifle, without a custom barrel or anything, can actually do long range shooting if you put in your time with load development and obviously the fundamentals of shooting. But obviously it helped to have good equipment, and this gun with the GRS stock and the Nightforce scope did the job perfectly. So I'm extremely happy.
If anybody would like to hunt in South Africa, we can have a look at the website. We'll put that up on the screen, and the contact details, and it would be a pleasure to host anybody. And it would be not just the fact of hosting people, it would be nice to get to know other people from different sides of the world and speak to different hunters from America, Italy, France, wherever they come from, and hear their side of things, and we would like to share something special in Africa with all of you.
I would absolutely recommend Olivewoods to anyone who wants to come out to South Africa. Not only is it in the beloved Eastern Cape, which I grew up in this province. I absolutely love this province, and Olivewoods is only an hour away from where I live, but it's an hour away from an international airport. So you fly into Port Elizabeth International, Graham will pick you up, he'll take you out there, and he'll take you on a hunt of a lifetime. I absolutely believe that, and I think it's something you've got to experience. So you can contact Graham, you can contact me, I'll get you in touch. I'll be more than happy to answer questions, and it's all up to you now. I think you should do it.